Atletico Madrid manager Diego Simeone has provided an injury update on Super Eagles forward Ademola Lookman ahead of the UEFA Champions League semi-final first leg clash against Arsenal later tonight. Yes, Ademola Lookman picked up an injury during their Copa del Rey final against Real Sociedad, where he was subbed off in the second half. And since then, Ademola Lookman has not featured in any La Liga game. I think Atletico Madrid has played against Elche and Atletico Bilbao, and Ademola Lookman missed those two matches. And now Simeone is not sure, it's not certain if Ademola Lookman will be able to feature against Arsenal later tonight. According to Simeone, he said that Ademola Lookman has returned back to full training, but the medical team has not cleared him to feature against Arsenal. So they are keeping all fingers crossed to see if Ademola Lookman will be past fit. Yes, that is late fitness test. If Ademola Lookman will be past fit to feature against Arsenal later tonight. We all know that that game against Arsenal this evening, it will be an important game for Atletico Madrid, because whatever make Atletico Madrid not to win that game at their own backyard, anything that make Atletico Madrid not to win the game in their own backyard, they will find it difficult when they come to England to play against Arsenal next week. So I believe that Atletico Madrid and Diego Simeone will do everything within their power to ensure that every of their top players are fit and ready for that game against Arsenal. So as it is, if you're an Ademola Lookman fan, I want to see him against Arsenal tonight, you have to pray very well. You have to pray very well for the young man to pass his late fitness test to be able to feature in that game. Because as it is, according to Diego Simeone, the medical team have not passed him fit for that game. So anything can still happen. This might be a mind game for Diego Simeone. Yes, he can actually come out to tell you something like this, but you'll be surprised to see Ademola Lookman starting that game against Arsenal tonight. But until I can assure you is that if Ademola Lookman and every other Atletico Madrid top men are ready for that game, they will actually give it a fight. But I don't think that game will be as explosive as that one we watched between Bayern Munich and Paris Saint-Germain last night. Yes, that game between Paris Saint-Germain and Bayern Munich last night was actually an incredible game. It was an incredible game, a game that produced 9 goals. It was an end-to-end attack. Yes, it was an end-to-end attack. At the point, one will be asking himself if there is actually a defense in that game yesterday, because the way the goals was just coming in, it will surprise you. But let's keep our fingers crossed and see how the game will pass out today between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid. But whosoever that will be qualifying between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid to the final should be rest assured that he has a huge work to do in the final. Because from what we watched yesterday between Bayern and PSG, anybody that will be facing any of those teams in the final should be ready to play football. Because PSG team is out of this world. The way they play their game, so free and sweet, very sweet and free. They play their ball without stress. So whosoever between Arsenal and Atletico Madrid that will be meeting any of these people, either Bayern Munich or Paris Saint-Germain in the final, should get ready, for a fight, for a top match, for a cracker in the final. And that is actually the kind of final we want to see. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the latest development concerning Ademola Lookman's fitness ahead of the game against Arsenal later tonight. What is your take on this? Do you actually believe that Diego Simeone is playing a mind game ahead of that game, or you think Ademola Lookman might actually miss the game? And do you think that Atletico Madrid will actually miss Ademola Lookman if he's not able to play the game today? Please, whatever your opinion may be on this, I'd like to see it in the comment section. Do it to like, comment, and do not forget to turn on notification to enable you see when next post. Thank you for watching this video. See you in my next video. Bye.